This is the plaintiff, Kaya Williams. She says the defendant is her ex-boyfriend, and he gave her a check to cash for him. She deposited in her account, gave him the money, and now it was determined that check was fraudulent, and she's out the money. The defendant's claiming it isn't his fault because he was scammed on a refrigerator he sold. Huh? Oh, she's sorry, but that's not her problem. And she's here suing her ex for the $1,550.85 she's owed. This is the defendant, Eric Brunson. He says he received a bank check for a refrigerator he sold, and the plaintiff deposited it in her bank. And when it cleared, she gave him the money. A few days later, the bank claims the check was a fake. Well, he feels badly for the plaintiff, but it seems he was scammed, and all of this isn't his fault. It's the bank's. He's accused of cheating an ex.
All parties, please use your right hand. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, you two used to date how long ago?
About 2 years ago.
And you broke up, but you stayed friends.
Yes.
And then one fine day, right before Christmas of last year, he calls you and says what?
He had a check that he needed deposited because he don't have a bank account.
Why doesn't he have a bank account?
I guess he doesn't want a bank account.
Why doesn't he want a bank account?
I'm not sure exactly.
Is there ever a good reason to not want a bank? You're a grown man. How old are you?
I'm 50.
Right. Why don't you have a bank
I
account?
don't like banks.
Oh, you just don't like banks?
No.
Oh, it's the years you suffered in the Depression that made you feel
No,
like
banks is
are...
just, they,
Right.
you know,
What
they don't...
banks do is they get garnished, right, by, outstanding child support payments, creditors, credit card companies. That's what happens with bank. So when someone says to you, I don't have a bank account, it's never for a good reason, okay? Ever. Anyway, so go on.
I deposited the check on the 20th.
Wait, what check are we talking about?
It was a check he received from a site called LetGo, a person that he was selling
Okay, so
refrigerator
LetGo
to.
is an app where you can sell used things.
Yes, appliances.
Okay, and what were you selling?
A refrigerator, a French door refrigerator.
Okay, meaning the two doors?
Yes, with the big bottom drawer.
Okay, and what kind of refrigerator was it?
A French door. Samsung.
Samsung.
Yes.
Okay, and what did you post it for sale for?
700.
Okay, and you got a buyer, and the buyer was from where?
Las Vegas.
Okay, you're in New Jersey.
Yes.
And your Las Vegas buyer wants to buy a refrigerator in New Jersey?
Well, I didn't know he was from Las Vegas at the time when he first texted me. He was just saying that he was interested in the refrigerator. And he asked me, was the refrigerator still in good condition? I said, yes. He says, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'll send you, I'm gonna send you the money that you, for you, there's 700 for you. I'm gonna give you a check, totally $1,550. 700 is for you, 800 some odd dollars is for my movers, $20 is for you.
I'm sorry, let's back up. So someone tells you, I'm gonna buy your $700 refrigerator, but I'm gonna send you $1,500 so you can pay movers $800 to get the refrigerator to me.
Yes.
Nothing about that sounded fishy to you.
I did ask first, because I said, I even asked her, I was like, what about a cashier's check? Because I told him I don't do cashier's checks. I got the proof that I was telling him, saying I don't do cashier's check, I do PayPal or Cash App. So he kept on saying that he had some other mobile app or something like that we can go do the transaction through. And I said, I didn't want to do that. So he says, okay, well, I can send a cashier's check. And I said, okay, why don't you take checks? So I asked around.
Sweetheart,
and said,
I want you to
physically
stop
walk.
and listen to what happened. Someone, because I know that in a second you're going to tell me you sent him money, right?
That's how it goes. That's the road I'm traveling down. Yes.
So you literally, nothing rang an alarm in your thick head that if someone is telling me, I'll gladly pay you $1,500 and then you wire me $800. Nothing about that screamed, in your head when the former prince of Nigeria offers you an email, sends you in your head, nothing about, what do you do for a living?
I'm a canine trainer.
Say it again.
Canine trainer.
Canine trainer. So you run your own business?
Yeah, something like that. I'm trying to change it to my own business. It's a hobby of mine, but I'm changing it to my own
Okay,
business.
so what
now.
have you done to pay the bills all your life? Like, what kind of jobs have you had?
Oh, I've had regular jobs. I have regular jobs, but
I just want to know how you spend your day, because I can't believe you fell for this.
well, I can't believe I fell for it either. I can't. That's why I'm here. But
So you
I thought it was
wired
smarter
the
than
person
that.
money. How much
Yes.
money did you wire? At no point did you stop and say, why would anybody pay this guy? This can't be right. Why would anybody pay $800 to buy a refrigerator for $700? Because what?
No.
Because Vegas doesn't have used appliances? Come on, what is wrong with you? So you get the cashier's check, and did you know this story?
Not the whole story, no.
Well, what did you think was happening? That he was selling a used appliance for $1,500? Or did you know that there was a shell game going on?
I knew he was selling it. I wasn't sure of the amount he was selling it for.
Did he ever tell you anything about movers and $800 and that stuff?
That was after the fact. I
Oh,
found
okay.
that
So you
out.
take the cashier's check, you deposit it in your bank, and then once your bank releases the funds,
Yes.
you give him the money.
Yes.
Because apparently it didn't occur to you that what's going to happen if it's a false cashier's check is that they'd take it out of your funds, because they're not going to lose the money. They didn't fall for the scam.
I didn't even know you could make a fake
Yeah, that's what I'm
cashier.
saying.
Oh, I need everybody within the sounds of my voice to listen. If it exists, then it can also be falsified. Counterfeit. It's not a real cashier's check, fellas. You see? It's not that you can make a fake, so you can make a fake anything. Always. Since the beginning of time, you can counterfeit. That's what you fell for. And this is what happens all the time on Craigslist, on LetGo. Oh, I'll tell you what. Can you give me your banking information? And I'll wire them. No. I don't have the cash, but I have a cashier's check. No. And this is why. Now, let me just understand something, because this is my favorite part of this whole story. If you wired $800 to them, where's the other $700 from her bank account?
That's the one I took. So you, all right. Once,
Oh, let me see if I can.
once the money,
So you kept the other $700 that was taken from her bank account? Because, hey, you're out of refrigerator? Where's the refrigerator?
Yeah, the refrigerator is gone.
Did they actually pick it up too?
No, they didn't pick it up.
Oh, you had to throw it out. All right,
Yeah.
so what planet do you live on where you, who then realized he'd been scammed, they never picked up the refrigerator, take $700.
You're stepping ahead.
Take $700 of this girl's money once you realize everything that happened, and you don't even return the $700.
Can I talk?
Because that's what happened, right? You kept her $700?
Yeah, it was already spent. Soon, because that's what the reason I was selling the refrigerator, because I was.
And then he texts you he's going to return at least the $700, right?
We went through a whole process of me going to the bank with her, and they said it's going to handle it in-house and all that stuff like that. Because first of all, I didn't feel like
you think the bank is going to eat that? The bank didn't eat it, okay? You have a problem. You fell for a scam.
Yes, I did.
That, my dear, is a you problem.
Yes, I know.
It is not Ms. Williams' problem. You keep talking, oh yeah, I understand, but, yeah, I understand, but, yeah, I understand, but. But not only do you not understand, but you're such a louse that you actually, after being scammed and realizing, and you still have the refrigerator in your possession, you actually kept that girl $700.
Welcome back to the People's Court. I'm Harvey Levin. The plaintiff says she cashed a check for the defendant because he said he didn't like banks. She gave him the cash after putting it in her account. Guess what? Check bounced. The defendant says he was the one scammed. Let's go back into the courtroom.
Did you ever pay her the $700?
No, I never paid the $700.
Okay, it's been a couple months, right?
Yeah, but
Hey, you're working out all the time. I can see that. When was the last time he told you he was going to pay?
$700. I don't care. We was going through this process right now.
I'm sorry, you didn't pay her the $700.
We're going through this process right now.
Months have passed. So you tell me, when was the last time this guy told you, oh, I'll pay you the $700?
Well, he said he was going to pay the $700 when he can. He'll give me $100 at a time when he can.
No, I don't think so. You know what I think? I think that the Eric Brunson problem is an Eric Brunson problem. It is not a Kahia Williams' problem. That's what I think. I
is
think
my
Eric
problem.
Brunson has to go to the police, which I know you went, and you have to try to get this charge, and you have to, I know what, why don't you figure out where you wired the money to, and then you could sue, and then, because it sounds like a big fat hassle, right? But it's a you hassle. It's not a she hassle. $1,550.85, verdict for the plaintiff.
Well, no question, the plaintiff prevails. You just got leveled by the judge.
Yeah, she didn't. I mean, it's all right because I'm glad everything worked out the way. But she was supposed to. She's a nice person, and she's supposed to have got that money back. So I mean, I didn't have the opportunity. I was trying to go through all the process of trying to make sure she was trying to get it another way. But I mean, I don't mind paying it. It's only $700.
No, it's $1,500.
Well, yeah, now it is.
That's what she's out.
Yes,
You know, she's out
yes.
$1,500.
Yes.
It's
And
your
I'm-
problem to try and get that money back.
Yes.
All right, very
All
good.
right.
Thank you very much, Ms. Williams. He was happy for you.
I'm glad he was happy.
I mean, you know, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Well, you know. Yeah,
I don't have to ask you, but I know you've learned a lesson here.
definitely.
I hope you have.
Yes, I have.
All right. Well, good for you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, I'm going to give you guys a warning. These check scams are all over the place. If somebody, especially some stranger or an almost stranger, comes up to you and says, hey, would you cash my check and send me the money? Don't do it.